Okay, today I'm going to do a demonstration on how I make a vase with a lot of texture, a very deep texture on the surface. The tools you need, this is the wooden texture pieces that you can put it in this roller. This is replaceable. You just find your own texture, and then you need to have a cardboard tube. I already wrapped up with newspaper. I put 2 layers of newspaper on top of it. So later on when I finish, it will be easier for me to pour it out. So this is the stuff that you need. First, centering. And opening. Compressing the base. And color in. And initial lifting. I'm just using my thumb and the finger to lift the first lift. I will throw a straight cylinder first. sure that this opening is big enough for my cardboard tube to drop in. Maybe the bottom needs to open up a little bit more. Okay, and then drop in. Okay, all the way to the bottom. Little bit of a gap in between. That's okay. You want your tube to be able to drop in. And then after you put it in, you want to make sure that the clay is completely attached to the cardboard tube. So all you need to do is color in from the bottom slowly. Make sure that clay is fitting tight on the cardboard tube, and then I will use a wooden rib to smooth the surface, also compress the surface. And after using the wooden rib, I will use the metal one to remove the slip of the surface. Clean up oil head. Clean up. Okay, now I'm ready to roll the texture onto the surface. Since I have a cardboard inside, so I have a good support inside, and when you are rolling, the texture will be deep enough. So this is the roller. I found out that if you put it in the water, you dip it in the water, it helps you get your texture nicely, that clay won't stick on your roller. So this might be another trick that you could try. Put it in the water and hold it on top of it to stabilize it, and then just roll it up. Put it in the water again. So I start from the bottom Make sure that everywhere has the texture. Okay, so I got the texture, you see that? With the water, it's very clean on the surface. So I have the texture all over the cylinder. And now, when you pour out, make sure that you pour the inside tube first. Don't hold on the newspaper. Pour from the tube first. Pour out the tube. The newspaper will be easier to pull it out once you remove the cardboard tube. Just go here and find the newspaper on the inside and just slowly pull it out. And another piece of newspaper. I told you that I wrote 2 layers of newspaper. So it will be easier for you to pull out the cardboard. Slowly. Okay. Remove that newspaper. Right. Now all I need to do is just stretch from the inside. I don't want to touch the outside anymore. And you can use a little bit of a sponge. Use a sponge and wet it. Some water on the inside of the surface, and since my hand needs to go in, so I would put some water here too. Make sure the surface is slippery. Okay, so I will start to stretch from here, holding my sponge there, and put the pressure, slowly move up. The sponge. So you can see that there's a moving that when I stretch, it was straight, but now it's kind of a moving like a spiral. So you stretch little by little. You don't want to stretch too much all at once. Right. So until the base shape is formed, then I will take care of here. So when you see that when I roll, I didn't roll all the way here, so it would be easier for me if I wanna shrink it and make the opening smaller. Okay, so now I am ready to take care of that opening. I would use a wooden rib, stronger wooden rib to get rid of the residual rolling mark. Rim is a little uneven, so I trim it off. So I slowly close up the opening so that the top will be smaller. And then I will do a little bit of a design on here. Just using the tip of my wooden rib. To make some lines. I will use my chamois to smooth the rim. Okay, then I usually like to have my pinch mark on here, so my finger goes inside and push it out, and while my two fingers pinch. Okay, poke it out from here and then pinch. This side too, just pinch it. Okay, so let's get a wooden knife to remove the clay on the bottom. Slowly trim and remove the clay. And people ask me why I'm using this kind of a tool to undercut it instead of using the needle tool. This is my number 10 knife. Because this is so thin, so if you undercut it, you don't push the clay back again to stick on your pot. Versus this one, there's a little bit of thickness here, so when you are using this to undercut it, you push the clay back to stick on top of your vase. So I usually use my number 10 trimming tool to just undercut it. Since this is very thin, so after you cut it, it will be easier to just remove the clay like this. Okay, so that's one other trick that if you use a thin blade piece of knife, you undercut it, it will be easier for you to remove the excess clay out the foot. Okay, so this is the texture, about 3.5 pounds of clay, and just slowly stretch it and slowly finish the top. Okay, thanks for watching.